Hey guys, what is up? This is SVon82 coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee with my haul from 7/6 and 7/7 and a few books from 6/30 that I picked up a little late. But let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you all my big haul. First off, we got DC Legends of the Dark Knight issue 2. I bought this a little late. This came out 6/30. I bought it because it's the first appearance of Quiz. And I felt like that was a character that might stick around. This is another one I bought late. Batman Reptilian. I ended up getting this first issue because the inner artwork was beautiful. And I didn't want to miss out on this series. Another series, I bought this one a little late, issue 2. I loved issue 1. This is also first appearance of Scott Free's daughter. So that's a pretty decent little spec. And it's been a good series so far. Next up, another book I bought a little late was the Teen Titans Academy 2021 yearbook. I love anything with Red X in it. I love that character, so I had to get this. Now this starts 7/6's DC haul, and this is a spec book. This is Justice League. It is issue 64. I don't keep up with Justice League, but it's the first team appearance of the United, and it's several first appearances in this book. My favorite book from DC this week was The Conjuring the Lover, issue 2. This is the VHS variant. This is a great horror story right here. It's a series of stories, actually. It was a very great read. My favorite from DC or Black Label, period. Next up, this was probably my second favorite. Nice House on the Lake, issue 2. This is James Tynion. So you know it's fire. I got the A covers of that. I also picked up a couple of B covers as well. This was a book that was supposed to be out last week, but came out, it got pushed back and came out a little late. This is Wonder Girl, issue 2. I love Yara Flor. I don't love the series. It's okay, but I love her character, and I'll keep on with it and see if it gets any better. This is my last one, wrapping it up for DC. This is Batman Fortnite 0 Point, issue 6. I've been collecting these since issue 1. I've been buying the A, B, and C covers for each issue of this, and a couple of the second prints. I will be selling 1 through 6, the A covers, in a lot unopened, still in the poly bag. So if you're interested, hit me up. This starts the Marvel. This is a spec. This is the Death of Scarlet Witch. This is the North Star Pride variant cover with North Star on the front. And this was also a variant cover for that issue that I really liked a lot. So I got that too. Don't think that's a long-term spec because she's going to come back. She's died a million times. She'll be back. Extreme Carnage Alpha issue 1. Anything with symbiotes, I'm a sucker for. I love Carnage. I love Venom. I love all the symbiotes. I love Scream. I love them all. I got the main cover for this. I will continue with this series, but from here on out, I'll be getting the trading card variants, which I have here. I got Carnage, and I got Agent Anti-Venom. I'm going to continue collecting those. Next up, United States of Captain America. This was the first appearance of Aaron Fisher, so of course I wanted to get a cover with him on the front, so I got the design variant. I picked up a couple of those. I picked up Hellions issue 13, this beautiful Psylocke cover. It has her in all her looks throughout the years. I love Psylocke. I love that character a lot. Next up, Children of the Atom 5. I've loved this series. A lot of people don't like it, think it's stupid. I've really enjoyed this series a lot, and I will continue with it. This was a pure cover buy. This is Avengers Mech Strike issue 4. And it's an Infinity Gauntlet homage cover, so, you know, I had to get that. Next up, this is a series of Momoko covers that came out this week on different titles. And I love Peach Momoko's work. I collect her covers, so I had to get all these. This is a book I read anyways, Immortal Hulk. This is issue 48. It was a good read and great cover. This is another Momoko. This is Green Goblin on the cover of Amazing Spider-Man issue 70. This starts the arc of World War She-Hulk in the Avengers, and it's Avengers 46 with the Blade Momoko cover. And last off with from the Peach Momoko covers is the new X-Men #1, and this is the Sunfire cover. This is my favorite. She does just beautiful work with watercolor. I love her covers. And last from Marvel Comics is my very favorite character from the Marvel Universe, the Black Knight. I've been reading this series since issue 1. We're up to issue 4. I love Black Knight. I love his weapon, the Ebony Blade. This has been a pretty good series so far. Next up, we got indie books. And starting with Image, we have another series that I collect all the covers for. I didn't this time around because there were so many books out, but I'll go back and get some later. I also collect the reprints of this book. And speaking of reprints, this is issue 3, second print. I grabbed 2 of those. It was actually an accident that I grabbed 2 of those, but I'm glad I did. This is issue 4. This is just the main cover. And like I said, I'll go back and grab B, C, and D, and all the other covers later. This was my read of the week. Carmen issue 5. This series started off depressing, but it ended very beautifully. It was a beautiful, amazing story. I can't say enough for it. I absolutely loved this book. I'll buy it when it comes out in trade paperback. I'm sorry to see it go. It ended beautifully. I love Carmen. Still $2.99. Upgraded cardstock cover now. Better quality, same price. What's up, Marvel? What's up, DC? Oh, that was Spawn 319, by the way. And this is crossover. This is issue 7. This starts a new arc. This is Chip Zdarsky and not Donny Cates in this issue, as you can see in the Wanted poster. And I got that in trade paperback. I also collected the single issues. Can't wait to read it. I also have the first 5 in trade paperback of this series, but I collect the single issues of this as well. And this is a new arc with Bigfoot. It's the Department of Truth, and we are up to issue 10. That's the main cover with Bigfoot. This is the beautiful, amazing cover B. And this is cover C, which is pretty cool. It's got the lady in red on it. This, I thought I was buying Made in Korea issue 2. This is actually issue 1 second print. Yes, there is a second print apparently of Made in Korea. Thought I was buying issue 2. But, you know, I buy second prints, third prints, fourth prints if it's a series I like. I have it now. Okay, that's cool. I have #1 second print. Skybound X. This is a huge spec. This is a big spec. Mark my word. Skybound X issue 1. This is the first appearance of Clementine. There are going to be a lot of first appearances in this series of books, but this first issue is the first appearance of Clementine, for a very popular character from Walking Dead. I guess a Walking Dead game or something. This is both of her covers. This one I think is worth a little bit more. It's going for a little more. Both of these are the sought after covers from this issue. Although a lot of people are getting that Rick Grimes 2000 cover. And the Ultra Omega cover is awesome too. This is a series that I am so glad that I jumped on from the beginning. I have every horror variant first print. I have most of the A covers. I have everything but the first issue blank and the first issue second print. Other than that, I have every issue of Stray Dogs, and I will continue to do so. They're coming out with, besides these horror variants, they're actually coming out with one more round of these August 4th. And then on Free Comic Book Day, there will be a new Stray Dogs prequel book that I will be after multiple copies of as well. I pretty much have everything from this series, and I'm so glad that I got in on those. There's also a second print blank coming out on August 4th and a 1 in 10 B cover incentive. So be on the lookout for those. These are such cool Stray Dogs covers, man. I love what they did with those. From Boom Studios, this is a book that I'm a little late on. Just didn't think it was going to be up my alley. And after reading issue 1, I think I was probably right. If issue 2 doesn't impress me, I'm jumping off this. Basilisk, #1. Honestly, man, I don't feel like it was worth the hype, and I know that's going to make some people a little mad, but dude, I mean, it's just not my thing. Another one from Boom Studios. This is Power Rangers Unlimited #1. I think it's a one-shot, actually. I'm not typically a Power Rangers comic book kind of guy, but this is the first appearance of Phantom Ranger. Really like this character. It was a good little origin story. And he kind of reminds me of Nighthawk. It's a cool character. I'm glad I got that. This is an $8 book though. I still don't understand why it was $8, but I'm glad I got it. This and another thing I'm going to talk about in a second have been my biggest scores possibly of all year. This is White #1 from Black Mask. 2,500 print run. Comic book stores were getting 2 copies each if they got any copies at all, and I managed to get 2 copies from my backup LCS, so I'm very grateful that I got those. Next up, we got Bad Idea, or as I call them nowadays, Shitty Idea. Cannot stand their gimmicks. Their latest gimmick where they took their fans and held them for ransom, you know, pay 120 plus tax within 24 hours or you won't be able to get any more of our books. After Sleigh Bells on the Lot come out, didn't sit well with me. It left a bad taste in my mouth. It's a shitty ass company. I won't be continuing after the Lot. I'm done. You know, I'm done with Bad Idea. They finally took one of their biggest fans and they shit on me to the point where I cannot stand to hear about them anymore. But anyways, Eniac 4 was a good book while it lasted. Picked up Sleigh Bells. It's a shame because they're actually good books. Sleigh Bells, this was a fun one-shot. You know, I was first in line. This is how big of a fan that I've been of them. I was first in line to make sure that I got all of the buttons except for, I missed Eniac 1 button, but I was first in line. I got the Tankers button. I got the Wellsville button. I got the Sleigh Bells button now. I got everything they've put out, including their module, the Ashcan issue. I have everything of theirs, and they shit on me to the point where it's beyond forgivable, and I'm done with them. But this, going from shitty to good, this is my favorite. This is my favorite comic imprint. Scout Black Caravan, love them. My very favorites. This is their Perhapanauts, Second Chances, issue 1. This is a couple of short stories. It includes Bigfoot and a couple of different monsters. It was pretty decent. I'll pick up issue 2 to see if it gets any better. It was okay. I liked it all right. Electric Black though, this is Twilight Zone meets Tales from the Crypt. It even has a creepy narrator similar to the Crypt Keeper. Really enjoyed this. This is the second print of issue 1 of Electric Black. I want to go back and get the first print just because I'm a collector and I love Black Caravan. Next up from Black Caravan, an imprint of Scout, is Tales Told in Techno Horror Season 1. I absolutely love this. This is a series of really short horror stories and each one of them are amazing. This is one of the best. This is possibly the best horror book that I've read in a long time. Next up from Source Point Press, Cult of Dracula, issue 4. This is the Shannon Mirror variant. Next up from IDW, we have Kanto, City of Giants, issue 3, and I think this wraps up this mini-series, and I loved it. I will continue on with Kanto. My only issue with Kanto is that I was late getting on for it, and I wish that I collected comics when it first came out. From AWA Upshot, this is Fight Girls. This is an amazing, it was really hyped up before it came out, and it lived up to the hype. Love Fight Girls. It was a fun adventure. I can't wait for issue 2. From Aftershock Comics, this is the Girls of Dimension 13, and I've enjoyed this from issue 1. This is issue 3 now, and I'm still having fun with this, and I was really surprised. Didn't expect to like it from issue 1, but I'm really having fun with that one. Next up, we got Dark Horse Comics and Masters of the Universe, He-Man. This is a prequel to a series that I think is going to be coming on Netflix soon. This is by Kevin Smith. Of course, I had to pick up 2 copies of this first issue. It was okay. I think issue 2, I think it was setting up a lot of stuff and giving you a little background. Skeletor doesn't show up till the last issue. I think it's going to get better. I have high hopes for that. Next up, we have The Worst Dudes from Dark Horse. This book is the craziest book I've read all year. This is issue 2. As you see the warning, and it lives up to the warning. There's nudity, there's drug use, there's cussing, all kind of crazy stuff going on in that book. If you want a crazy read, buy The Worst Dudes. Next up from Vault Comics, this is one of the best books I've read all year. I'm in love with this series already. This is Barbaric issue 1. It's about Owen the Barbarian and his crazy ass axe that gets drunk off of blood. I had so much fun with this. I'm glad I bought multiple covers. This is cover B. This is the Conan the Barbarian homage cover. Kind of an old school look. Glad I got that. And I got a version in a poly bag. And my buddy Marcus from Circumstances, go check out his channel. He puts out great content. He told me, you know, what's the point in leaving it in the poly bag? You know, like, let's check it out. Open that bad boy up. Let's check it out. And I did. And got a little nude variant here. If I move my finger, she's totally nude in this. And that's the witch from issue 1. Whoops. But yeah, that was a good read. It was a really good read, and I'm a dude, so I like that cover. Street Fighter 2, man. I loved Street Fighter 2 as a kid, Street Fighter Turbo. And so when I saw this on the shelf, I had to grab it. This is a 1-in-10 ratio variant. This is actually tripled what I paid for it now. This is went up in value. That's the 1-in-10. This is not a story on the inside. It's just more artwork like what's on the cover. So if you love just looking at artwork, you want to get these. This is a ratio of that book as well. Just great artwork on the inside. Next up from Fantagraphics, Red Room. This is the goriest, nastiest, just craziest book that I think I possibly have ever read in my life. It's so much gore, but I love it. This is issue 2. I will continue with Red Room. I absolutely love that book. Don't judge me. Next up from Zenescope, a company typically known for just having good covers and their stories lacking content, Mango and the Bunny Man. This has actually been a good story, and I hope this is Zenescope stepping their game up for future books. I love these characters. It's been a hilarious story. Issue 1, 2, and 3 were all good, and it had a pretty decent ending. This is a book I've been looking for since May. Since early May, I've been looking for this book. It's a Perillo bondage cover for Essentia issue 5. This is a band member from System of a Down's. It's his comic imprint, and this particular cover is Perillo bondage cover. It's been highly sought after. I actually found this in the wild today, and I'm super glad I did. Next up from Behemoth is one of my favorites, dark series to read. This is You Promised Me Darkness, issue 3. I think that's the B cover, or maybe it's the A cover. I don't know. I get the covers confused, but I got all the different covers for this issue. I try to get as many covers of this book as I can find because I'm a huge fan of Behemoth and You Promised Me Darkness. I also collect the later printings. I have the second print. This is the third print of issue 1. Pretty cool as well. And last are my Nottingham reprints. I wasn't able to get a hold of the first prints until issue 4. At 4 I have first print of, but I did get all the later printings, and these are pretty good specs. They end up being valuable because they're highly sought after. So I got, this is Nottingham third print issue 1. Nottingham, I want to say third print issue 2. Nottingham second print issue 3. Now correct me if I'm wrong on these. I could be wrong. There's so many prints of these. Issue 4 first print. The first print that I was able to get my hands on. Anyways, that's Mad Cave. That's the Nottingham. That's my books for the week, my haul. I'm going to wrap this up. I feel like I probably pissed off enough people as it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe for my Fat Stack giveaway. I'll be adding some more videos, possibly from this stack to it. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Peace.